Okay, everybody, what's Gucci? What's Gucci, everybody? This is FX Go to your mentor. This is FX Go to your mentor, and welcome back, guys, to FX Go Andy Monday Market Breakdowns. I really apologize for not having it the other day. We just had a lot going on a Monday. There was meetings back to back. Yesterday we had another meeting later on, and when I got home, I was already sick. So probably most of you guys can hear that my voice is a bit it's a bit rusty today. It's because I'm a bit sick. So yeah, guys, I'm so sorry about that. And probably most of y'all always think that we do things intentionally. We don't, guys. We experience a high rate of things happening during the day that automatically when you get home, you kind of like tired and stuff like that. And sometimes you can take it, but sometimes you can't. And when I can't force it. So I just hope you all understand. I just hope you all understand that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be cracking a lot. So yeah. So um, it's the network. Some Simatu. The network. I don't know what's happening lately with Telcom. Even my Wi-Fi is tripping lately. So I don't really know what's happening. So, but let's just hope everything will be good. Everything will be good. Okay, guys, jumping to the main event of the day. I want to teach you guys about something that I've learned today. All right. The lesson is gonna be about forcing trades. So a lot of people are so desperate with having trades running than having trades that actually are profitable. A lot of people suffer from executing trades for the sake of having running trades on the MetaTrader 4, but they don't really want to wait for setups. They don't really want to wait for confirmations and all of that. And that was basically what I actually went through today, right? And as you can see, I only have 4 potential trades this week. The reason why I have 4, the market has been a bit dodgy lately, guys. I don't lie to you, it's a bit sassy. So I kind of don't like trading when the market is actually like this. It also applies to what happened to NASDAQ. NASDAQ, guys, right now it's at the confusing moment because it sold for some, so after it sold, started buying, now it's selling again, and it ended up breaking our zone right there. What's quite scary is that we don't know what might happen over here, because when you say you're gonna buy, it sells, but if you say you're gonna sell, it buys. So we are at the moment whereby Nasdaq and all these indices, they are quite confusing. And then just because you said you are a Nasdaq trader, or rather you are an indices trader, you're gonna force having trades for the sake of having trades running. Guys, we need to stop about that. So today I'm not gonna be breaking down anything, but I'm gonna teach you how not to force trades when it's unnecessary. Guys, it doesn't mean just because you are a trader, you always gotta be on trades all the time. Sometimes even a week off is fine. Sometimes a day off is fine. Sometimes a month off is fine. If you feel like the whole month is not gonna work for you, it's still good. It's not about making money. It's about making. It's not about you placing trades, but it's about making money. Imagine placing trade on a wrong trade, thinking that is going to go your direction, only to discover that your heart, your analysis were disagreeing with you, but for the sake of your mindset that you wanted to have trades running, you ended up placing your trades. For an example, right now I'm seeing a breakout with NASDAQ, so I'm looking for potential selling opportunity. The other day, as Nasdaq reached this level over here, I assumed it's going to sell, because why? Because of the double top type formation. But guess what it did? It broke above, and now it's back to this position where I thought it's going to sell. Do you think mentally I'm good to want to execute this trade? No. Reason is it only needs to warn you once that it's a tricky market right now. So it's a tricky market. It's actually a dodgy market. It's a not good type of market conditions. The market conditions are not good at the current moment. So it's best to wait for the right time. Guys, you are not forced to executing trades just because you are a trader. There's time to wait, watch the market, what it's doing, and then there's time to trade. For an example, also here on US 30, I went on US 30 and as you can see, already my analysis said, confirmed a double movement. So I said it's either going to buy or it's either going to sell. What did it do? It sold, right? As it's here, it finally reached the level that I thought it's going to reach. So I was looking for buying opportunities at this current moment. As I bought over here, it actually went to the right direction. That was good. But now again, it turns again to want to go down. Would you actually predict the movement, the next movement when it's like this? After it's not even showing the kind of pattern that we have. Is it a descending type of structure? Is it a continuation type of structure? Or what is it that's happening? When the market is confusing, guys, please, I beg you, don't force trades. You'd rather miss out on a trade you doubted than being trapped on a trade you didn't want. Right now, I might be saying it's a buying opportunity on US 30 only to find out that it's going to sell, right? And I might be saying it's a selling opportunity on NASDAQ and only to find out that it might buy. Do you want to be trapped on the wrong side of the market? No. What do you need to do? You need to wait for high validation and confirmation. You don't execute trades for the sake of having trades running, but we execute trades for the sake of profiting from the market. Shy away from this thing that we have to analyze every day. You need to look at the markets every day. You need to place a trade every day, at least one trade. Guys, it doesn't work like that in the Forex market. You work according to your rules. If your rule says, you place a trade according to setup, do so. This is not my setup. I won't lie to you. That is why I'm even uncomfortable of selling. Because for me to confirm something as an inverse head and shoulder, as you can see over here, I mean, this is a head and shoulder, a neckline, a head, probably a right shoulder will be here. I wouldn't say it's a high confirmation because what do I need for my confirmation to make sense? I need the market to play for the longest time here to confirm a bearish continuation pattern. That's when I can enter myself. But at the current moment, there's no confirmation that I need to enter, so I don't want to force it. So coming to practicals, that's the same thing that happened on my signal group today. So I'm going to show you what happened, right? So here you can see we executed. I'm so sorry, guys. I've mentioned that the network is horrible. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can legit do about that. There's nothing I can legit do. So as you can see, let's look at this market, right? So let's look at this market. You can see that it was an impulse correction. So from here, what was the next move that I was expecting? It was a selling opportunity, right? So if it is a selling opportunity, going on a 1 hour time frame, you're going to understand why we executed. But this trade didn't have a confirmation. But for the sake that my signal people were forcing me to give them a signal, even when I didn't actually see a potential setup, I gave them this signal because I thought it might work out. Bear in mind, when I say it might work out, it's me saying I'm not comfortable with executing the trade. And then look what it did. It actually hit our stop loss. And guess what? After it hit our stop loss, the next thing that it's going to do is actually go on our direction from here today. That's what I was trying to tell them. Sometimes you wait for the high confirmation of setups. You don't just enter trades. Right now, we had this is a losing trade, and then actually get our stop loss. And me looking at it, executing the market here, it had no confirmation besides hitting a resistance. It hasn't hit a trend line resistance, it only hit a resistance. So there was only one confirmation. And you do know, guys, that for me to execute a trade, I need at least 3 confirmations to tell me if I'm going to enter a good position or not. But today, they forced me to give them a signal to a point that it left loose, right? So going to ODJPY. ODJPY, I gave them a signal of a sell. As you can see, we executed here. And it's been playing around for the longest time that it automatically built something that might be quite different, right? Something that might be quite different. What do I mean by that? As you can look at the market, there is a potential inverse head and shoulders in this market. And bear in mind, we are on sales. You see, there is a potential inverse head and shoulders. This means the market might be buying in the next couple of hours. If not, it will respect this level over here, this trend line over here, and start selling, right? So it's me trying to show them that it's not about having trades running, guys. I'm taking trades because I'm forcing myself to, not that I want to. When you do know, when I take trades and I definitely feel confident about them, I know what it's going to do, and they most of the time be profitable. But if you force me, you put me in a position that I don't even know whether to go forward or back. But I'll give you something that I think might work out. The minute it goes to the mental position to think, it shows that it's not the right one. You don't have to think in order to execute a trade. You need to have facts why you executed a trade. So that's the difference. And then Swiss franc Japan. On Swiss franc Japan, I actually said, guys, we're not going to take the Swiss franc Japan trade. The reason was I can't have already 2 trades that are losing. So with Swiss franc Japan, lucky enough, it has given me what I wanted and what I thought. It actually has started. You see the power of patience. I became patient with it to a point that now going to the upside is where we are going. This means tomorrow I'll be placing a buy because buying opportunities have started. That's the power of waiting for powerful trades. That's the power, you see. So that's the one. Euro GBP. Euro GBP, it also hasn't confirmed anything, so I haven't even executed on it. So that is the reason why I did that. Guys, the lesson of today, it won't be about analyzing and all of that, but it's about teaching you about fear of missing out. Just because it looks like a perfect setup, it doesn't mean you need to execute it. A lot of you guys suffer from having trades running to a point that you have wrong trades running. Imagine you have anxiety of wanting to place a trade, and after you place a trade, you lose. Imagine that feeling. It's crazy. It's crazy. I won't lie to you. I can see somebody saying they suffer from the same thing, and I'm going to give them a chance. Only him, though. Only him. Prince, I want to give you a chance to talk to me. Prince, I see you raise your hand there. Prince.
Iowa.
How are you, sir?
Yes, sir.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you, boss?
Now, how can we help?
I wanted to ask on something like I've always wanted to ask you, and I feel good to talk to you now.
Okay, for sure. Talk to me.
Can I ask now?
Yes, sir.
I've realized that. Yes, sir. Yes, I've realized. Like I've realized that for every pair. So I wanted to ask, like, is there like a certain way that you have to open, like, in relation to a certain account? Because me, I'm also like having those kind of problems where, like, sometimes, like, if I take a loss, I end up like blowing my whole account. You know, emotions, they come. Like, do you have a certain proportion, like maybe according to margin on how you?
Yo, guys, I won't lie to you. My network is a problem. My network is a problem. So I'm not going to force it any longer because it's going to end up making everything just worse. My network is a problem. I really apologize. I really, really apologize. So here's what we're going to do, guys, man. So what we're going to do is basically, I'm going to, you can ask the questions on the question section on, you're going to ask questions on the question section on Discord, and then I'll make sure I try catering for every question far most as possible about the lesson we had today and how can we fix that. But besides everything, guys, much love, peace, and happiness. This is FX Coach, your mentor, signing out.